Hi guys, this is my first video update of what I'll be doing, my hobby. I want to share with you guys. So basically it's about pigeons. I've been into pigeons since I was a young boy, and my father raced pigeons in the late 80s with the lean boars strain that he used. He won the Cornish Combine, and he done really well in club as well, and he done right in the show pen as well, which I will be doing now. I kept pigeons about 7 years ago for a couple of years. I didn't race because 3 reasons: peregrine falcons, sparrowhawks, and the fact that racing, well, basically sending birds is expensive now. It used to be 5p, now it's 50p per bird. Obviously sparrowhawks and peregrine falcons are a massive problem in the sport, especially down here in Cornwall. So many nesting pairs on the coast, and they'll take your pigeons here, there and everywhere, from the sky, from the loft, you name it. You let your birds out, you're guaranteed to have a peregrine smashed into them at some point. Yeah, so this is what I'm going to be doing now. Is going to be I'm going to keep show races, and I'm going to hopefully show them and do really well with them. For a start, I'll just talk about the materials that I'm going to be using. I've knocked up a frame. This isn't going to be the loft. This is going to be the breeding kit box, which I'm going to keep one pair of show races in to start with. Materials: 2x1 roofing batten, 1938 batten, and square dowling for the fronts. For the bottoms, I'm going to be using a mesh bottom with the drawer pulled out, so the mesh will drop through onto the drawer, so I can scrape out the loft nice and easy. I'm going to be going to Royal Cornwall Show in a couple of weeks time now. It's May, so June. I'll be going to Royal Cornwall to speak to some guys up there that are top breeders, and they actually judge the show up there. And I'm going to try and see if I can purchase one pair of show racers. My preferred colour is blue bar, without a doubt. Powder blue is my favourite, with the old mother of pearl neck. I do like Amelia as well, but I will be focusing on blue bars. I will be purchasing one pair to start with, and then later on I'll introduce another family, the same colour, just to keep the bloodlines nice and strong. Pardon me. And that's basically what I'm going to be doing. I will be updating my the situation on the old kit box. It's going to be 6 foot wide by 3 foot by 3 foot. I'm going to keep my breeding pairs in there. I will be keeping some racing pigeons as well, just to bring up the young ones of the show races, because I've heard that show races don't make great parents. So I'm going to be keeping a couple of racing pigeons to use as feeders. Now I'll tell you a little story quickly. I was on the way home from Asda a few months back, and out the corner of my eye I saw a squeaker, which is a baby pigeon. It couldn't fly, it was pissing down rain, so I decided to take it home to fix up, and she turned into a homer. Basically, she's been homing in this little shed for a while now. She's been going in and out of that trap. Yeah, so basically I saved her. She's only a straggler. She's like a, well, saying that, I don't even know if this is a cock or a hen, because she is, the characteristics of obviously the handling and the visually, she looks like a hen, but you know, that is the characteristics of a cock. And if that is a cock, that's the worst looking cock I've ever seen in my life. Obviously I didn't breed her, she's a straggler, but she will be used as a feeder. When I got her, well, when I found her, she was very malnourished. Her keel was very prominent, and she wasn't in very good condition at all. So I brought her back in here. Never mind the mess of this, obviously it's just a little shed which I keep her in. These tools aren't usually here. I've been using that just to, well, I brought these tools in from the rain because it's been raining. That's the mix that I've been using, which is basically Versalager. It's just an all-rounder mix. I'm not, you know, on expert on, you know, show races. I know that obviously you got to give them a good mix, but that's just to keep her. That's just a, you know, an all-rounder. Grit, and well, grit's essential for a pigeon's digestion. You've got to have that for a pigeon's digestion all the time, sat next to some food. Water. I need to get her a drinker because she keeps spilling that everywhere, and it's obviously making the loft, well, the shed floor a bit dirty, well, wet. I wouldn't take any notice of this mess because obviously she's just a straggler. I'll be keeping my show racing birds in peak condition. I hate having a damp, smelly, dirty loft basically, but this is just a shed. This is going to be kept in, you know, spotless condition when I do have it outside. Like I said, this is literally just to store the materials. The materials are a bit damp because they've been in the yard, so I've kept them in here. But yeah, she flies in and out, but she was in a bit of a bad way when I first got her. But then I went up to my local pigeon, basically like it's like a pet shop, but they do pigeon products, and I got some of this, which is really good stuff. If you know, even if you're well known to the sport, basically it's just a ivermectin one spot treatment. Now I do recommend this if you don't know much about pigeons, and if you want to keep pigeons, you got to keep them in good condition. This is basically to keep anything off your pigeons, such as mites, lice and worms. 2 spots on the back and neck, job done. Now it's 10 quid, and she's put on so much weight since she's had those drops on the back of her neck, and she's looking a lot better. Even though she's ugly as, I don't even know what sort of pigeon, well, sort of, you know, sex she is. I hope it's a hen, because if that's a cock, that's just not great. I will be getting another homer to go with her to bring up my racing pigeons. But yeah, pretty much that's my first update done. I will be keeping you updated on my progress of the kit box, and when I get my pigeons, I'll probably even do a little video of when I'm at Royal Cornwall to show you the show races that will be there. So yeah, thanks for watching. Comment or like or subscribe or whatever you want to do, but thank you, cheers.